tapping into your masculine or being a man and growing up, we always hear that term like it's time to be a man. It's like, what does that mean? And I personally, through my experience, have understand that wisdom and knowledge has made me to the man that I wanted to be.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people don't understand the significance of that because then
That's deep. That's deep. I mean, I don't want to jump in there, but
yeah.
That's deep. And remember what you're gonna say, but just real quick, I just want to say that's real because masculine energy. See, a woman is just being a woman. That's what I realized. It's very
right, exactly.
Very rare that you find a woman that's studying masculine energy, that's studying how to get a man, that's studying how the world works, why it works, on the level to assert themselves within it. With women, it's more so that I've noticed, is it's more so they're just experiencing and saying how they feel and observe what they're experiencing. But as a man, It's like you don't have that luxury because you can say what you're experiencing all day, but as a man, nobody's there to comfort and nurture you and care. It's like you got to figure out what works. You have to learn information to create effects. So, especially in the game of dating and relationships. So continue, but that's really big because that's been my experience. Like, I told that to my girl yesterday when I was talking to her. Oh, no, I was talking to my boy yesterday, and I was telling him about how I was like, look, man, about how, a lot of guys kind of marry a girl and kind of square up, and how, it can create a situation where, that I saw where, like, you can get destroyed that way. And, that's something I'll touch on a bit later because I don't want to talk too long. But I just explained to him that no woman came and got me. No woman came and got me and showed me the way and saw my value and lifted me up.
Right.
That's what I did. I found my girl. I went smack at my girl multiple times, actually, before she got it. I showed her my world. I put her onto higher levels of information. She progressed through my guidance, but at the same time, I learned through her. But see, what I learned through her was from her just being her. Whereas for me, she learned actual skills that I had to go out, find, experience. And then we see why women like older men. So just to say, but it's that wisdom. That's definitely something that I think
exactly. And that's how deep what I said is that's all right. This is game. I'm for the audience and any male that's listening to right now. This is game. I'm gonna highlight it for you right now. We just literally, if you were listening from the beginning, we just literally transitioned to this man explaining that the reason why women like more mature, well thought men is because it's in their DNA. He just said that's how they naturally are, that they like men that know what they're doing, that have experience, that has wisdom, that has knowledge. So in the beginning, if I'm like, it's important as a man that you understand your manhood through knowledge, and then all of a sudden it came around in a circle and came back to, well, women like men that have more experience and wisdom. You see how naturally that just is a recycling of why everything connects with each other. Everything is important in a man's life. Like if a man is not constantly training his mind with better ways of thinking and how he's moving and what he's learning, then there's another man gaining more experience and getting more wisdom on the way he's carrying himself. And you guys might have the opportunity to both meet a really good girl, but since he has more wisdom, more experience, more knowledge, more understanding, then by nature, going back to what we didn't even get to when we first opened this call, was human nature. That's what I'm reading in the Robert Greene book, The Laws of Human Nature. And I just opened up the book, and it already is, expanding my mind on a lot of things. You get me?
Oh yeah, Robert Greene. He made one of my favorite books ever, man. Robert Greene. His books are really, really good.
And what he does is, obviously, like, there's a handful of people that are into wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. But if you're one of those key people that are seeking, and, you know, there's times and periods where I'm chilling. Like, I don't study nothing. I'm not saying that I'm, like, in the books all the time. But that doesn't mean I'm not, like, on point with myself. I'm always constantly seeing what other successful people have read or have looked at, or, you know, what inspired them, because what we start to see is the mind, thoughts. There's certain reason why people become great, and it all starts with a thought.
Yeah, fact.
All starts with a thought.
Yeah,
it doesn't start when they already manifested whatever thing they manifested. You get it? It all starts with a bunch of ideas that eventually solidified into reality.
That's facts.